this is my wooden railway layout in my attic, and I'm going to be doing some content about it in the channel in the future. A bit messy, I know, but right, let's get down to business. Whoops. This is the main town. It's called Flexitown. Don't ask why. This is the main station just here, Flexitown Central. This is the Flexitown Depot Central because it's next to the depot. It's the second biggest station. I've been building this, expanding it for years. The most recent addition is that little line down there, that station there, adds extra capacity onto the line. I did take it quite seriously, maybe more seriously than I should, but anyway, this is the current end of the line window. It's a long way, the track goes all the way along there, round and to there, but also it actually goes back round, but you know, I don't actually use trains around there. There is a line, so technically a train could make a full circle, but that's unrealistic, and I want to keep things as realistic as possible. So over there is Stern. It's kind of one of the major stations on the main line, Window being the other one. It's where about half the trains, on the intercity trains on the main line, will turn back and go to Flexitown Central or Flexitown Depot Central, and the rest will continue down here to Window. But that's going to change soon. I'm probably going to film the whole process. I'm going to expand Window Station. It's going to have 4 platforms. It's going to then have a new line going out here, a new station round there, then a new line out to there. That'll be the new end of the line for intercity trains. But I thought I'd show you the layout just to introduce you to it. Now I'll run a few trains just to get you used to the idea of how things work. Where's the other end of this? There's another one of these. Can someone see it? Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm just going to be doing a little city commuter service from Flexitown Depot Central. Remember these names. There's a lot of stations. There's about 100 or something. I haven't even counted. Right. Going out from over the junctions, over the points that lead to... Ooh! They're going off to Flexitown Central. Whoop. Right, and we're just going to come in here to the hospital station. It's next to the hospital. There are other stations nearby, but the hospitals, at the time when I named the station, was the major landmark here. So it's most of the stations have been rebuilt and expanded over the time. Hospital station is now a junction with the line out to Wyre South, which, by the way, is the least used station on the network. I don't know really where I'm going. I'm just kind of going as I go along. This is Berlin station. Yeah, this whole area... Oh, whoops, I've knocked something over. That happens. This whole area around here, this sort of flat suburban area, is called Berlin. It just is. You don't have to ask about these names. They just kind of sound like place names, often because they already are. But I've just flipped them and used them for my own purposes. We're over the Berlin Bridge. That's Berlin Bridge Station in the background, but we're not stopping there. We are going to our next station. We're on the main line now. Berlin Junction, because there's a big junction here. Okay, now it's going to go into a tunnel off to Paris Stadium Station, because there's the big stadium there. It doesn't really look like a stadium, but it doesn't have to be. Never mind. I'm not going to go any further because, oh dear, I knocked something over. Train in the bay platform. If you're new to train stuff, by the way, this sort of where there's a buffer at the end, it's called a bay platform, where trains can be terminated. Sorry. Right, so next we're going to run a intercity train with one of our high-speed trains. Oh dear, I've knocked this over. Oh, whoops. Okay, never mind. There's a carriage. Oh, I've got something else. Got this stuck to it, and another one of my NCT trains. So we're gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna just take my coat off because it gets cold up here. But I've been planning this series for a while. I thought now would be a good time to start it, and planning my new extensions. It's Berlin Junction high level station there, I just stabilised. The airport station, town hall station, Metro End, Metro Source, Stern Bank, and because it's in the bank, the river Stern, which gets the name to Stern, where we're going to be going shortly. Let's get the train to platform 1 here at Flexi Town Central Station. Platform 1 is the main platform. Whoa, this is hard when you're holding the camera. Really hard. And I've got a microphone thing dangling down, so I've also got my wireless mic clipped onto my shirt. Right, so we're going to depart from here, from platform 1. I'm going to get some new rolling stock in soon as well. So we're coming out, we accelerate quite fast. Our next stop is Stern, not stopping at Berlin. Of course, if it just stops, it means because I'm to catch up with it. Just imagine it doesn't actually stop. Whoops, bit of a problem junction, that one. Goes into the tunnel. Never actually filmed any of this before. I'm not stopping at Paris Stadium because there's not a match on. Oh my, ow, God, that hurt. Okay, right, so it's going very fast along the line here. Imagine it's going slightly faster, you just have to use your imagination sometimes. Whoops. That's the line off to Brie, that's Taplow Station. That's Brie just there. Bit of a triangular junction. Oof. Not stopping at Stern Parkway, not going to Stern Central, not going on the passing loop. There's the Stern passing loop for trains that don't stop at Stern, which there aren't very many. And now we go into platform 2, and we've just destroyed platform 2. Fix that at Stern. Here we go. So we're half of trains will continue and half trains will turn back, but we are continuing to Window, the end of the line. So I've kind of memorised timetables. It will take a while for me to share everything I know with you, but you'll kind of get to know the layout. I'm not stopping at Cliffside Station. Whoops, that happens. Not stopping at Cliffside, the junction with the local lines thing from where the little commuter trains come from Flexi Town and take the shortcut. Not stopping at Window Parkway. Keep going. Oh my God, tight squeeze through that. Over the level crossing, and finally in to Window. Ooh. Nice, smooth stop. Okay, so that's that. We're at Window now. Sorry for the shakiness of this video. By the way, all the other things you'll see here, these aren't actually cable car, for example. It's not actually part of this here. It's just other stuff I have. My coat on the floor. Right, so this is my rolling stock collection. I've got plans to expand. I've seen things online which I don't have, which I plan to get because I need to have everything. So let's put this back in here. Let's just run a small commuter service, and then I'll explain to you finally. We're about to hit 10 minutes in this video. Let's see if anyone's still actually watching. So we're going to run this along here, and I'll explain the categories. These are the brands, how I operate the line. That's Flexitown Community Centre. Used to be a more kind of prominent station than it is now. Most of the in-city trains would either go to Stern, after Flexitown would either go to Sternbank or here, but now I run things a bit more like a proper railway, but no longer really exists. I'm quite obsessed with realism, and I know that's kind of limited with what I can do with wooden railway, but I try my best. Flexitown Parkway, that's Hull and Beam just there, but we are going this way towards Cliffside, where we were just earlier. This is Hull High Street, that's Hull Station over there, this part of the same town. This is just the more commercial area, and Hull is in the more residential area for commuters, so it's kind of based on like a suburban rail network, like maybe London Overground, something similar to that. And here we are. This is Cliffside Parkway. Now I'm going to go into this small tunnel, which is here just because it was just hanging around. I need to put it somewhere, so put it there. Here we are at Cliffside, quite near to Window now, but we've taken the shortcut. We haven't gone all the way around via Stern. Here we go. We're going into the Bay platform, which, if you remember, I did explain what that was. So, oh, careful! I nearly broke my table which I built. This, by the way, is my little wireless microphone thing. There's another one in my pocket connected to the microphone, which you are hearing me through. Hopefully, the sound quality should be pretty good, as the phone's microphone isn't. I might not be using it all the time, so don't worry if the quality's not the best. Bruford Station. Wire. I may occasionally call Cliffside Wire. I don't know why I do that, but it's definitely called Cliffside. This is Wire here. This is Wire South. And we're just going to put this back in here. So, the categories. This is the headquarters of Flexi Rail, or Flexi Transport as well, but they own Flexi Rail, my little fictional companies. And Flexi Rail is split into the different categories, which kind of self-sufficient little things. Firstly, you've got intercity. This is an example of an intercity train here. Run the long distance, non-stop, fast services. I am filming a video. Can you just... Okay. Next we have Express. They do more. This is an express train. That's their logo. They do commuter trains and things, and they actually own their own category, which see the logo, which is Metro, which do the little trains around the city. Actually, they also own local lines. It's an example of a local lines train. Actually, a better example would be this. Got it in New York. See, it's New York subway train, but I've repurposed it as a little local shuttle. They mainly work the lines out of the Bay platform at Flexitown Central along there, and also the lines, little local lines in the suburbs and rural areas. There's also Intercity, by the way, also kind of Express as well. They kind of own the Airport Express. What else have we got? We've got the Heritage Railway, which just operates a bit over there. They operate most of the steam trains. For the sake of realism, I don't actually really use the steam trains. I just use them. Flying Scotsman, by the way, which, as I'm filming, has some kind of anniversary going on. Yeah. Then we got the other main category, which is, where can I find it? Brio Swift Deliver. They do cargo, freight, locomotives, anything like that. Something like that. They do. Then there's also what else? The other one that's part of Metro is Crosslink, based on Crossrail. I built this little sort of Crossrail-like thing over there. That's platform 7 at Flexitown Central. Trains come from along the local lines, out there to Bree and Stern. might cut them back because it's a bit far for the commuter trains to go. They go all stations. It's a sort of Crossrail style thing. Fun fact, I actually built that after coming back for going on Crossrail on its first day, and I just felt like I need to build my own one. So that's pretty much it. You know, you can have a pause the video, have a look at the collection. Subscribe for the more. I'm gonna make more videos like this. I'm gonna go do all the different routes and things. I'm gonna film any expansion I do probably, and yeah. So this is my city. One last look at it, and that's all. Okay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.